Bernard Tomic elects not to enter Australian Open wildcard playoff. He was this week urged by Tennis Australia officials to compete next week, where he would have been the tournament's top seed, but will instead skip the event. Tomic, currently ranked 142 in the world and without automatic entry to his home Grand Slam, could still feature with further qualifying to be held in the weeks leading up to the Open in January. 3 further wildcards remain in addition to those up for grabs in the 2 qualifying tournaments. Rank fall, Tomic unsure about wildcard playoff. Time OFF, take a break, Bernie, Newcomb. Thanasi Kokkinakis was last month awarded a discretionary wildcard for the Australian Open, with Davis Cup captain Leighton Hewitt saying at the time that Tomic had to find a way to return to his top-level tennis. Tennis great John Newcomb last week urged Tomic to take a break from tennis for 3 or 4 months to reignite his career, while Hewitt said this week that whether it would be worthwhile is dependent on a number of factors. It depends what mental state he's in, Hewitt said. Bernard Tomic's Australian Open chances remain in the balance. Picture, Getty Images. Source: Getty Images. If he's committed to the sport and he's out there training and doing all the right things and the 1%ers, he's fine to get out there and keep pushing through. We all know how talented he is. He's just got to get that confidence back on the match court. But if he's not fully committed, it's not an easy sport to just go in, week week out. Tomic, who has also entered qualifying for the Brisbane International, has progressed to the 4th round 3 times at Melbourne Park and suffered a 3rd round loss this year, when he was seeded 27th. The wildcard playoff will see 16 players compete in both men's and women's events for Australian Open entry, with last year's winner Omar Jazika seeking a consecutive berth. Sam Groth, who has announced that the upcoming Open will be his last, will also contend. The men's field is a mix of some really impressive young guys who will be keen to make their mark, alongside established and experienced players, Hewitt said. Jamie Forles and Dailystar are currently fighting for an Australian Open berth. Picture, Getty Images. Source: Getty Images. The playoff format will replicate the Australian Open, with best-of-5 set matches giving the players a real feel for Grand Slam conditions. We've seen some tough battles over the years and I'm looking forward to watching all the boys in action next week. Irina Rodionova heads up the women's field, which also includes sister Anastasia and Tomic's younger sister Sara. Victorian teenagers Dailystar and Jamie Forles remain in contention in the Under-18 Australian Championships, which also provides wildcard entry. Ava, ranked 153 in the world, was also on Thursday confirmed as the 3rd entry at January's Kaong Classic and is eyeing a top 100 ranking by the end of the Australian summer. I've had a really big and busy year, with ups and downs, but I've gained a lot of confidence in myself as a player and also in my game, she added. My rankings jumped from around 400-300 at the beginning of the year to top 150, and I'm really happy with that, as it shows my improvement considering I'm restricted with tournaments, so hopefully I can finish this year off with a bang.